The Terra Luna Classic Binance burns are fast approaching. We need to cover a few things before the burns actually happen. First of all, Terra Luna Classic right now, we've been having a bit of a struggle the past little bit. You can see the price right now down about 0.5% on the day, and we keep inching closer to the $700 million market cap as we continue to move down in the price of Terra Luna Classic, as you can see on a 30-day chart and even a 90-day chart. Now, the last time that we saw a Binance Terra Luna Classic burn, you can see the price went up roughly about 10% off of that news. And that Terra Luna Classic burn amount ended up coming in just shy of 9 billion total Terra Luna Classic being burned. So a massive burn that spanned the course of 3 months. Now, this next Terra Luna Classic burn is only going to be covering 1 month. So we can expect it to be hopefully about 1/3 this amount or a little bit higher. That put us in the ballpark of about 3 billion Terra Luna Classic burned. And based on the previous price action, I think that we could expect to see some positive price action if, let's say, we get 4 billion plus Terra Luna Classic burned. But if we fall short and we get closer to 2.5 billion or less, the price very well might go down as people become very disappointed in the limited Binance burns. Now, as you can see, the Binance burn calculation is going through today and then it's going to stop. So we can expect to see the burn actually come in either tomorrow or the following day. And then this will be updated the day after that on the 2nd. So we should expect to see news about the Binance burn come out very soon before this article actually gets updated, as once they burn on the blockchain, everybody starts talking about it. Now, when we take a look at the top Terra Luna Classic burners, you can see why the Binance burns are so important to the Terra Luna Classic community. Right now, Binance is coming in just shy of 30 billion total Terra Luna Classic burned. I expect this burn will definitely push them over that threshold, get them past that 30 billion total Terra Luna Classic burn. And if we can actually see them burn about 4 billion Terra Luna Classic, this total Terra Luna Classic burn could be hitting about 55 billion, which could be really significant for the Terra Luna Classic community as we continue to hit major milestones. Just at the beginning of this past month, we hit a milestone, as you can see right here, where we ended up getting a massive Binance burn, that 8.8 billion Terra Luna Classic, and that pushed us above this 50 billion threshold. So we can definitely continue to see massive movement in the Terra Luna Classic burns. However, there's something I think we need to talk about. I think it's really important that we maintain a healthy perspective as we go into the Binance burns. If we're just totally honest with ourselves, if Binance burns anything close to, let's say, 3.5-4 billion Terra Luna Classic, that's a massive thing for the community. And people might say online on Twitter, they might go, oh, well, what's 3 billion compared to the total supply? And yes, it's not that much comparatively. However, I think it's really important for us to keep a frame of reference here that we're not trying to burn down the total supply in 1 month. That no longer is a goal for Terra Luna Classic. Instead, we need to continue to have momentum forward. And Binance would really help with that momentum. As you guys can see, hitting over 30 billion total Classic burn would be massive to the Terra Luna Classic community. And so as long as we can continue to move forward with burns right now, that's a major thing for us to have. It can set a model as we start to get more utilities in Q2 here, as more things start to support the Terra Luna Classic burns. You can see Cremation Coin has come in absolutely just going ham, almost 300 million Terra Luna Classic burned just this past month. And that's because they know that the Terra Luna Classic community values burns. So we need to make sure that these projects know we value burns. That way they continue burning Terra Luna Classic. And if you want to know the burn potential for Terra Luna Classic, check out this video up here and I'll catch you on the next one.